How's it going, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out a brand new single from the band Captain Hawk, and the name of this song is "Get the Pistol." Now they actually just released the new album today, as I'm recording, April 3rd. But by the time y'all see this video, it will have been yesterday. If you watch this video on the day it releases, but it'll be yesterday. But at any rate, April 3rd. The new album is out from these folks, and it can be listened to on Bandcamp, on the band's Bandcamp page. I have not listened to it yet because I wanted to do a reaction to one of the songs first, but I'm looking forward to this. From what I can gather, it looks to be a fantasy metal opera type deal. But yeah, at any rate, without further ado, let's see what they got, shall we? Rangers, go. pretty cool. It definitely gives that metal opera feel where you can just see the scene playing out, and it's like telling a part of a story. And even as it ends, it feels like there's more story to come. So the way the song ends, it would lead very nicely into the next piece of the story or whatnot. 'Cause it's relatively abrupt in a sense, but I imagine on the album this whole story is being told, and this is just one piece of it. So I have to take that into consideration. With full on metal operas or grand stories being told across the entire album, it can be difficult to just take a single song out of context to release as a single. But this does a good job of piquing my curiosity, intriguing me. I want to hear what comes next. So that's a good advertisement for listening to the whole album. So not bad at all. They did a good job with the video too. Pretty high production quality on that, and the costuming and all of that. Solid, yeah, really solid. And as for the song itself, I enjoyed it, but it never quite soars. It never quite reaches the heights that I think it could have. It a lot of it feels relatively familiar. Mainly the chorus, I would say, could possibly be tweaked a little bit to be a little bit more dynamic, because in the verses you have everything being told in a very story-like manner. Just the way the lyrics are delivered and the melody, it's kind of like you're being told this story. And so when you get to the chorus, and it follows a relatively similar format, albeit in a anthemic kind of fashion, where you have multiple voices all kind of chanting this rally, this rally cry or whatnot, grab your pistol and musket and sword and all that stuff, because we're going to take this ship. It serves its purpose, and again, this also just plays into this being just a part of what I imagine is a grander story. So, it could just serve as that moment of where they're taking the ship, and, it plays its role as far as being anthemic and again, like a rally cry. But just taking this song individually, it could have used a little bit more movement, perhaps. It's a very kind of static movement. The way that it's all done, it's all kind of delivered without too much just movement. Just without a lot of ups and downs, or just a dynamic kind of chorus. It's just very deliberately delivered, and again, it's just a rally cry, and it just makes the song just feel somewhat, it just relatively flat, that there's not a lot of movement. Now, there is a little bit like in the verses and in certain spots, vocally, which I appreciated quite a bit. But again, like I said, when it rolls into the chorus, and there's nothing wrong with the chorus, it just feels a bit standard, and, it's just kind of there. And it, again, I feel like I'm kind of contradicting myself a little bit, because it serves its purpose as, a battle cry, or to rally the troops and, get everyone pumped and, get your weapons because we're going to battle. But perhaps it could have been done in a more dynamic fashion. I don't know. But just like I said, based off just listening to this song individually without the context of what is around it on the album, it just leaves the song feeling a little bit flat. So, yeah, that's really my main critique of the song, is that chorus. It just doesn't really reach the heights that I think it could have, or really bring the song into another level. It just keeps everything relatively static and, whatnot. But I really like the verses a lot, the way it was delivered, and the vocals are really the highlight of this song for me. All of the vocals were just stellar, really, really stellar. And everything was delivered well, the lyrics and all that, and I enjoyed that. And then those moments where they're kind of shouting and kind of giving you an idea of what's happening in this story. Even if you're not watching the video or anything, you hear them shouting stuff and all that. And that's really, really cool because you can just picture this battle ensuing, or, them taking the ship and doing this and that. So that's really, really nice. I really enjoyed that aspect of it as well. And yeah, I mean, the vocals just really, really shined. And, this is just one of those songs where, again, it's telling this piece of this story, and it does it well, but taking the song on its own, it could have been a bit more, I believe, than it was. But again, yeah, I'm getting redundant now just because, in the context of the album, this serves its part, I imagine. But as a singular song, is which all I can go by, I just feel like a little bit more movement in there, could have raised it to another level. But as it stands, it was fun. The performances were great. I like that guitar melody. It was really solid. You get like the double kick on the drums going, and there's some nice symphonic elements in there that paint that picture of just kind of sailing the seven seas, and gives it this fantastical vibe. And it was just all well done. It's a well done package. But as an individual song, I did think that it fell a little bit flat just because there wasn't a lot of movement throughout, and especially in that chorus. But yeah, that's that. Still, fun. I enjoyed it. I'm definitely intrigued now because the production sounds good too. It's all mixed well. Everything sounds nice. So yeah, I'm very, very curious to check out the full album. Listen to see how this whole thing plays out. I imagine it's one grand story. I could be dead wrong, but that's just my take from hearing this song. And I want to hear how this song fits in the context of the whole album, So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that with Captain Hawk. Get the pistol, So let me know in the comments down below what you folks thought of this song. Are you already familiar with this band? Are you going to check out the album? Like I said, it doesn't look like it's on Spotify or anything, but I did see that it's available to listen to on the band's Bandcamp page. So yeah, are you going to give it a shot? You going to give it a listen? Let's talk about it all in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all next time. Ranger, out.